+1 today, so it's above freezing, and our nice light fluffy snow is now thick and damp. It's going to be really hard to shovel. I couldn't do much of anything yesterday. I got to clean that up. If I don't, Zach's just going to keep parking closer to the door. So I got to do something with it today. I wasn't going to go out today, but Ken asked me to go out. He wants me to do some shopping for him, so I'm going out. I went to get the snapshot of the temperature, and I'll put that back up. And if you look down at the bottom, it says 2020 brought us murder hornets. 2021 brings us Lasso Snakes. I haven't looked at that yet. I will be, but my mind being what my mind is, I'm picturing the snake riding a horse, spinning a rope around, going yeehaw, and lassoing cattle, right? So thankfully, I'm not afraid of bees, hornets, wasps, any bug really. The only real issue I've had with insects is there's this mutant. I'm not sure if it's ever been identified. I know people have submitted pictures to herpetologists asking what the heck is this. And the best way I can describe it, it looks like a giant black ant with fly wings, and this thing is about 2 inches long. It's huge, and for Canada, that is a big bug. We don't have bugs like here, like that. The longest or biggest bugs we have, like praying mantis or walking sticks, they can be, several inches long. But this, it's just scary. It looks like a fighter plane. Okay, it's pretty scary, and my index finger will fit between its pinchers, so it's a huge bug. That's the only bug that's ever freaked me out. But snakes, I don't have a problem with snakes. I don't trust them, but I don't get freaked out when I see them. If a mutant spider ever shows up on the scene, then you got my attention. Spiders I do not like. It doesn't matter how big or how small they are. Of course, the big ones freak me out, but little spiders, and as long as they're not on me. You get spiders in the house. You get the travelers, they look green and white, and they just cruise around looking for bugs to eat. They don't have webs to trap them. They just wander until they find something. And every once in a while, I'll have one that wakes me up crawling on me. That kind of freaks me out. But outdoors, I don't have a problem with spiders. We don't have a lot of dangerous spiders here. There is one, I can't remember what it's called, that I'm allergic to. I found that out the hard way. I don't know what they are, but you usually see them in grass. They got a web, and they have their long, thin body, and then they got their legs straight up and down. They're totally straight out. They look like a stick almost. Whatever those are, I got bit by one of those, and I found out that I'm allergic to them. I won't get into that. That was pretty scary. But other than that, it isn't really a whole lot that scares me as far as animal life, bug life goes. Even the more murder hornets, I don't think I've ever seen one. Apparently they're quite large. Their size might kind of scare me a bit if I actually see one, but I'm not afraid of them. Lasso Snakes. I can't wait to see what that's all about. So anyways, I called my dealer, and he's getting parts now. He said he checked, and my tires were sent last week, so I should have them soon. I'm getting tired of waiting, but my biggest fear is person that bought them for me, if you're watching this, I promise you I didn't take your money and run. I did actually buy them. Unfortunately, it does take time sometimes to get parts from Heartway. That's just the nature of Heartway. It's pretty annoying. When I got the new rear end for the Monster, it took 8 months, right? But like I say, it's like I keep my word. My word, stronger than gold. I did buy them. They are on their way now, apparently, thankfully. So I wasn't gonna go out today, but Ken's sending me out, so I'm gonna get his stuff first, and then I'm gonna go to the post office because if my tires are there, like I said a million times, I don't want to leave them on the scooter while I'm in a store. So I'm gonna go to Value Mart first, then the post office, and then back to Timmy. So I'm gonna kind of zigzag a little bit today. And it's supposed to snow again today. We have a snow squall watch. Who knows when that's going to happen. According to the snapshot I took, it said snow begins about 2 o'clock. So, but it's snow squalls, so who knows? You don't see them coming. You just know that the possibilities that they're going to happen. So they can happen at any time. We'll see. I'm just looking at this crap here, and I'm already exhausted just thinking about shoveling that. So I got the snowblower out, but my cord's still pretty buried, so that's kind of keeping me from doing anything. I got so much indoors that I'm doing right now. And just, spending all my time in bed, I just don't have the energy for anything. I'm trying. But one other thing, I haven't done the last video, the one before this one. I'm working on it today. And after I went out, I got sent out a second time. I had to get something for Michelle. And I'm heading down to the pharmacy, and it's beautiful sunset. You can't really see it all that well in the camera. I'm going to be using my H9 footage because it seemed to pick it up better. I think the polarizing filter kind of killed off a lot of the color, but it was kind of a bright pinkish purple. And the sun was already down over the horizon, but the clouds were lit up this pink-purple color, and there was a column of light that just went straight up from it. You can barely see it in the video, but it is there. And depending on the length of the video that I'm working on, I might show it at the end. If not, then I'll show it at the beginning of this. Actually, I'll show it right now. Kind of give you an idea what it looked like. It was really, really sweet looking. So, if I showed it in the other video, then you won't see it here. Or maybe I'll just show another quick clip of it or something. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I want to give you an update on the tires. And watch out for Lasso Snakes. Yeehaw! Let's go out and have some fun.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting. So I went to Value Mart, and as I was leaving, there was somebody coming down the sidewalk, so I decided to go across the grass and instantly fell into a hole. I knew for sure I was stuck. There's no way getting out of that. So he kind of gave me a hand, and it wasn't moving, so I got off to give him some help. And I just thought it was a hole. I heard crunching, so I thought, there was ice, so there was probably a puddle there. But it turned out to be an access panel to some underground stuff. I'll go back through my video before there was snow there, so you can see what it was I actually got stuck on. So my back tire was right against it, and it sticks up, so it wasn't going anywhere. And I probably wouldn't. I never even tried to back up, but I'm assuming I'm not going to have the power to back through that. Just to me, it's like I said to him right away. I said, I think I just found a hole. But I got stuck on that thing, so the two of us pushing on it got out no problem. So I went to the post office. Still no tires. I want to put this to rest finally. I'm getting so tired of waiting. So tomorrow is the last day to check mail this week. And I do plan to go out tomorrow. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the days that I'm kind of trying to get out. Yeah. I'm just so tired of waiting. I'm tired of talking about it. I just want to get this thing settled, done. So I still had quite a bit of coffee left, so instead of going straight back to Timmy's, I decided to go for a little bit of drive. I didn't go too far. I just went to the trail entrance, sat there, waited till my coffee was almost done. And I'm looking at the sign at the church. They have some good ones on there sometimes. There was a church in Hanover that had some pretty interesting things on there as well. But I like this one because it's digital. You can have pictures and stuff with it. It's kind of cool. So I saw this one. I had that share. So when I pulled out of the parking spot, I just kind of waited for it to show up. And it says, if you hate getting speeding tickets, lift your right foot, right? Raise your right foot instead of raise your right hand. I thought that was pretty clever. So I had to show that. So I went and got my Timmy's, and decided it's so nice out. I really didn't want to come back yet, but I went down the back end of the complex, and my little nature spot's kind of getting a bit smaller and smaller as that snow mountain's growing, but there's still room for me to sit there. So I sit there, took a break, and now that I'm home, I got this wonderful shoveling. I'm probably not going to do too much. I'm just going to do enough for Zach to move over a bit, give him room, because the main reason he won't move over in the winter is because he has to get out of his car into a snowbank. So I just kind of shovel a little farther over to give him extra room, just kind of give him a hint. You can park over here now. That's his excuse for the winter anyway. Summer, I don't know. But he comes from one direction and he has to turn kind of almost a 180-degree turn to get in. And when he leaves, he usually goes to Timmy's first, so he's backing out. And he just finds it easier to park closer to the garage than over in the open spot. I kind of get that. I don't. As long as he leaves me room to get out, I don't care. But there's times that he just doesn't think about it, I guess. Other things on his mind, he just comes in, parks, and oh well, right? So like I say, it's a never-ending battle, but he's not as bad as he used to be regarding that, leaving me room to get out. And that's the main reason when the landlord put this door in, we wanted him to put it on the other side, but we'd already put the shelf in, and he put the door over here because the shelf was there. Well, we could have moved the shelf, because we wanted the door on the other side for this specific reason, because Zach parks over here. But, oh well, it is what it is. And I actually thought, originally, this wall that he put in, we kind of wanted to put a hinge on it, and just kind of make it a door as well. And then he put the siding on it, and, well, so much for that. So, but it's just so much to do. I wanted to shave off the bottom of the door so I could open it farther. so I could just park over here and just drive the monster kind of more straight out than having to go out and turn to get around this car. But another project that just hasn't happened yet. But the issue I'm facing now is being in bed all day. I just had no energy, and I know I have so much to do, and I think a lot of it is knowing there's stuff to do and having no energy. It's just kind of making me not do anything. So I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. It's kind of like when you're depressed, you don't feel like doing anything, and that just kind of makes you more depressed. It's kind of the same thing. It's like a cycle. It's really, really hard to break. So I don't think I have anything else to share today. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So get some of the shoveling done before I go back in and go back to bed.